Disc powered on. So Brandon Henley, 7 laps in the Shelby GT500, Dave Malonson instructing. So yeah, we'll get out there, you'll get a feel of this thing. Remember there's cones for reference that definitely help out when you're going car to car. Double orange, you think about slowing down. And yeah, first pressure's firm initially, you want the thing slowed, so as you get to that single green, you're confident to be easing off the brake and carrying momentum. This car, obviously the bulk of your weight is in the front. Yeah. So it wants that speed loss a little earlier, so you can be easing off the brake a little sooner, get that weight back to the rear where we need it. While you're turning, the steering's going to feel heavy, because again, all your weight is on those front tires, but it's grip. Be strong, get tight. You want to be on that red and white paint. What this thing is not short of is horsepower. Yeah. It's got no problem, but you got to be smooth with the throttle. It's got to be a dimmer switch, not a light switch. Yep. We need full, but even in the touring mode, if you jam full throttle, it's giving it to you. Yeah. So just roll into it.
I don't want to spin out.
Yeah. What's going to help you in a car like this, this is a box that likes going straight fast. Okay. If you turn into corners too early, you immediately make it more narrow, and so you have to turn more, which is going to make it a little loose, and you end up having to turn for longer. You're doing a C shape. So
I think that's part of my problem last time is it's natural to kind of turn.
For sure.
Yeah.
We follow our eyes. Yeah, it's like going to a parking spot too soon. Yep. You know, you get in there, but you're not aimed the right way.
Sideways.
Yeah, you got to back up and try again. There's no backing up out there. So the idea is, when you're on approach to a corner, you know, if you're braking, just every foot you come in, it narrows. But if you're braking straight, headlight to it, you can always turn tighter, and that's what's going to give you that rotation. It's going to actually turn you. It doesn't just, you know, it's not changing lanes, it's actually turning the car. And it lets you brake straighter for longer, which is more efficient. When you're braking straight, you can be at ABS, you can lock it up if you need to. That's the most efficient thing for braking, is straight line. So it's just about getting comfortable using all the edge. And what's hard is, as we go faster, you either start to look up too soon, and then your hands kind of follow you. Yeah. Or like in the chicane, you know, you have that green cone and there's a wall behind you. You're going at it and you just want to not be there. Yeah. But it's just about getting really comfortable and consistent.
So I'm hard braking straight, and then when I'm turning in, I'm kind of letting off the brake a little
Correct. Basically, the feeling you're looking for in any car, if you're feeling a little pop, you're coming off the brake too fast. You're letting the suspension decompress. Okay. So if you brake light, if you brake deep, we always ease off the brake. Should be at proportional to steering. So if you're feeling a bounce, you're coming off too fast. If you're trying to turn,
you want to brake fast, like not like pound it, but like
the initial pressure's firm. Yeah. Initials right away.
Okay.
We ease off into the corner. If you're feeling the steering really heavy and the back end loose, you're carrying the brakes too long. You're taking too much time, and the weight is too much on the nose. Okay. So it's just about braking straight, easing off so we're flat in the corner, gripping all focus. And yeah, first lap, I'll talk through it all, and then Siri can help you. Just keep those eyes moving, keep it smooth. Are we driving automatic, using paddle shifters? What do you want to do today?
Paddles.
Good. So yeah, this car's easy. It really only uses a couple gears. It's got such a huge rev range and a lot of torque. Yeah. Any last minute questions? Feeling good?
Feeling good.
Push on that brake for me. It's going to flick all the way over, manual. Yeah, just keep that wheel cocked to the right. I just don't want to hit that airbox. You should be good. Down to the white wall. Get all the way to that stop sign.
Test the brakes.
Yeah, you want to make sure they work. It's your last chance to feel it for the main straightaway. So yeah, just park it right here. There's a whole cluster of cars coming, so full stop is good. Just give us some space from everybody else.
So like, hold it right here?
Correct. And it's just, gripping is weak. So palm pressure, that punching motion into a corner, is your strength. So as you turn, the bottom hand might have to let go. It's that's holding you in the shoulder, it's the grip, and then as the wheel comes up, your thumb just catches the spoke, and you're back where you should be. But yeah, you feel the front tires through your fingertips. So the moment you're clenching and trying to pull, you're just losing front end feel.
Okay.
Good. When you're ready, out to that single green cone, good consistent acceleration as you enter the track. Yep. Right handle upshift to second gear. Upshift once more to be in third. We'll start curving in. Already tight to the apex, looking straight ahead, going right through the S. Nice wide approach, lift off the gas, start turning in. We'll brake a lot more next lap. Just turn in, headlight to the apex, look to the edge of the track. Roll your foot to the floor. Let it rev. Stay left the whole way down. Double orange cones, you'll start to brake. Smooth and firm. Brake hard. Hold that pressure. Start looking in, turning, easing off the brakes. Nice and tight. Feel a little pop? Yeah. So look up, accelerate out. Stay left. So brake firm. Hold that pressure. Now curl your toes back, releasing the pedal fully as you turn. That's the difference. Squeeze the throttle all the way to the right. Light braking over the hill, then second green cone left. Keep adding steering, don't wait. Let it come out to middle, accelerate all the way left edge. Full throttle, brake smooth, one downshift. Now slow down the steering, because you're turning holding. Just turn and keep turning. Look up the straight, let it come to middle, throttle back to the right. It's not connect the dots, it's just edge to edge. Lift, start curving in already. Accelerate at his bumper, brake light, look right, ease off the brake, turn right at him, aim at him, we're gonna pass him on the left. Accelerate, full throttle, he'll be gone by the time you get there. Don't adjust anything because there's another car. Upshift, we're gonna be faster this time, you're gonna brake a little harder initially. Brake firm here, brake. Start looking in, start turning, easing off the brake. Finish the turn, look to the exit. So you're trying to accelerate and turn, that's what's pushing you wide. So before you crack throttle, brake hard, brake hard. We have to get our headlight to that green cone. Ease off the brake. It's okay to let it coast for a minute. Keeps that differential open, all the way right. Brush the brakes and release, let it roll, more steering. Get over the hump, you don't want to jump it. Middle, accelerate out. Brake firm, left hand downshift. Look first, get that head turning. You got to get in that paint. Start straightening out the wheel, middle's fine. Throttle back to the right. Lift, apex, accelerate. Brake smooth, downshift, look right, start turning in. So same thing, you can't wait for the cone. You're doing 80 feet per second. A tenth of a second late is a car length. Upshift, so we want to be lined up with it, but you got to think about what's next. You're going too fast. So brake firm, downshift to the green, now look at that inside cone. That's my target. Right at it, accelerate, full throttle, you're going to go right by him. Full throttle, you're clear. You're the faster one, they'll get out of your way. Upshift, brake hard, downshift. Start looking right. Where's the apex? Now you're turning to it. We're a little late. You got to look above it. We're already past it. Green cone on the right. Lift. Start curving in. Turning. Tighter, tighter, tighter. Let it float out toward middle. Squeeze that throttle to the floor. Brake smooth. Start looking right. You should already be steering. No gas. You got to get this paint. Let it float out toward middle. I'm looking at the green cone on the right. Full throttle. Lift. Look ahead. Turn in. Accelerate. As you brake here, look in right, start turning. Same thing, you're coming in so deep, you're not able to get your steering done. It's not a bad problem, you've just got great pace, upshift. But don't be the fastest into the corner, be the fastest out. Brake here. Start easing off the brake already, downshift, come fully release, turn in tight. That's turning in at 7, you're good.
I felt it turn a little bit better.
Turn. And we turned in at 71 instead of 60. Brake. So braking that a little bit earlier lets you start easing off a little sooner and have more momentum. Because anytime your foot can touch the gas from the apex, you overslowed. Good. Lift. You want to roll it through the corner. You want momentum. That speed. Middle track, accelerate. Everybody in this car gets to go full throttle. Brake, look right. You got to straighten out so you don't lose it.
Yes.
You good? Stay right. Take a breath. Hold and throw you. Lift. Apex. Accelerate. Brake here. Brake. Brake. Now look right off that brake. Headlight first. Get closer. Now look up. Take it to the edge. Feel better?
Yeah.
We haven't fun yet.
Yeah.
Good. Brake at the orange. Firm brakes. Downshift once. Slowly turn the wheel. Keep turning in. Look up to the exit. Full throttle to the edge. Straighten out. Better. Brake hard. Hold the pressure. Now slowly turn, 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 turn. Wait for it. Let it settle. Squeeze. Light brakes. Turn in. You forgot to brake.
Yeah.
Got to straighten out so you don't spin and go. Brake straight. The reward of the apex is being able to straighten out the wheel. So if you never hit this point, you're having to turn for longer. You want to be able to open up the steering so that back end won't step out on you. Good lift, so we give up a little bit to come tighter to drive it out of the corner. So brake light, look right, start turning. No brakes, no gas. Closer, knock that cone down. Because every foot translates to a bigger angle. Easy.
Yeah.
Upshift.
Glad to like do it once.
Heck yeah. Brake firm, hard. Downshift to the green. Now ease off that brake, ride that banking tight. Now look to where that edge is. Squeeze it, take the steering out. That's it, now there's no fight. Brake harder. This corner's flat, there's no banking. Start turning in. Good, be patient, and you just gotta be gentle. Squeeze that throttle. Rush the brakes, gotta tuck in tighter soon. Wait for the power, let it float to middle, look ahead. Open up the wheel, brake straight, less brakes. Now same thing, you need to get this dip in that little compression. Now you get all that room. Okay, keep going. Lift, apex left, squeeze that throttle. Begin to brake smooth, look right, start easing off the brakes. More steering, don't give up on it. Here you go. Like I said, that initial weight is grip.
Yeah.
You're doing everything right.
You can tell when you get it right.
Heck yeah. Don't wait to see if it'll slide. Turn it. Brake hard. Stay wide. Easing off that brake. Closer. Look up to the corner. We came off the brake a little quick.
Yeah.
That's that front end pushed.
Yeah.
But it's great. Just get the feel of it. Brake hard. Start turning with the brake pressure. There you go. Nice and tight.
Feel it.
Yeah. So it's just trying to find that balance between the two. Lift. We don't want to park it, but we need the grip on some front tires. Middle track, throttle out. That was beautiful. Brake firm, which is helpful, because that's our set. We're going to be following him off. Nice job. Good?
Yeah. Well, I think I gripped the steering wheel like, I think you used the palm.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just...
Like hurt your fingers, like holding it, like squeezing it like one-handed.
Exactly. And the best way I know to describe that, if I gave you a pen, to go full and then sign your name.
Yeah.
Right? There's no finesse once that becomes fully engaged. And like I said, at the speed you're going, that's the problem is you're the fast guy out there, right? We're passing everybody. Great problem to have. Take a right, you'll be back in spot number 20 by the yellow Lamborghini.
In this room?
Yeah. So you don't get to go another 20 miles an hour faster. You're looking for 2 miles an hour. It's just that little bit extra. Shaving off, 1 or 2 feet here or there. It's these little adjustments. And to be able to make those fine adjustments, just like I said, just be a little bit soft with it. Full stop here. You drive more cars?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Foot off the brake, what are you driving next?
The F8.
Okay.
And then the GT2 RS.
Gotcha. Both of those cars are very responsive and not as forgiving, right?
Not as forgiving.
Correct. Because they're trying to give you the freedom to go.
Yeah.
So same thing. Just when you're going through the corner, when it's feeling good, awesome. You just have to let it get through the corner. If you want to go faster or slow, whatever it is, you got to get a next lap. It's already behind you. You're already in it, right? Yeah. So each of those cars are definitely faster machines. And they are set up a little better for the track. But that response, so don't force it, don't fight it. You had some beautiful laps, beautiful corners.
You can definitely feel like when you hit the turns right and the grip and coming out of it.
And you just approach the exact same way you get in those. The track's exactly the same. Where you should be, how much space you're using, every apex, every unwind will not change. But it's up to you and the amount of pressure. So what's going to help you in each of those cars, brake in exactly the same place every lap, on every corner. If it's the orange cones, a little past it, that doesn't matter. You just need to be consistent.
Yeah.
Because if you brake one spot and the next lap we broke later, well, now our top speed's different.
Yeah.
The distance to brake, how much pressure, you changed all your variables at the same time.
Yeah.
That's where sometimes you just have like one corner weird out of nowhere.
Consistent,
It's too hard to gauge. Like I said, we're doing, at the end of the straight, we're turning in, we're doing 95, 96 feet per second, even after braking. A tenth of a second difference of where you start turning is 9 feet. It's the whole car length, That's huge when you're going that fast.
Yeah.
So all that to say, I'm definitely being on you, but you're kicking ass.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's just, you're not going to go any slower, right? Yeah. But it's just up to you to do. Once you find, let's say you go through some of those corners and you're hearing those tires talking, you're right on the edge, cool. Keep that one the same. Work on the other 6.
Okay.
Then get all 7 together, get a good lap, then get 10 good laps in a row. There is a point you can't go any faster.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's about, you've got this killer speed, you're just trying not to mess it up.
Yeah.
You're just trying to keep that flow. Because like you said, you feel when it's good.
Yeah.
It hooks up, everything's there.
Tell, yeah.
It's why I love this sport. Because when you mess up, you know right away.
Yeah.
And when you're good, you know that's you.
Yeah.
It's obviously a great car, but it doesn't go fast on its own.
Yeah.
It doesn't slide on its own. It's us, good or bad. But killer job, man. I'm giving this to you. We'll get you checked in for the next one.
Okay.
Just end of day, make sure it gets the front, and then we can see speeds and lap times.
Yeah.
Any last minute questions for me?
Nope.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Good run.
Yeah.